cannot get the Reaper. It's crazy. Not even buffed. Ah, I didn't break 23. Ah, that's all good. Yeah, this is like endgame raid era of and I'm a tank, so I got all health gear and damage reduction gear. Gotta check. Log in. Do your dailies. Thank goodness there's no dailies. Sick. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the new raid UI is a lot. There is so much going on, and it takes a while to kind of like, to really, God, get it under control. I'm gonna do a little farming before I try any progression. There's this new item that you have to do the treasure hunter quest line to get it. You have to unlock raids to do the final part. But what this does is it lets you like sacrifice gear for like increased drop chance, which is pretty cool because you get a lot of gear that you don't end up needing. Yeah, there was an update today. I'm not quite sure what all... No, it's not. Yeah, I'm not sure what the update today did, but it feels like, I don't know, it feels different. It feels smoother and sleeker. I couldn't find any notes. Yeah, so the buff is limited. You sacrifice one piece of gear and it gives you 5 minutes to the clock. And the clock does not roll over if you log out. But if like you just load it up with some gear, you go grind, you're gonna make way more than what you're spending back. So it's kind of cool for like for some power gamers. Let me know if my volumes are like my voice is too low or the background is too high. I am not a streamer, so. Yeah, especially because, like, the raid trash, so, like, the big kind of gimmick that you do when you get to raids is you have to farm, like, the trash mods outside of the main area, and you get, like, class sets. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a piece yet. But you get these class sets, and, like, they're awesome, but they're not tradable. So there's nothing you can really do with it once you have all the pieces that you need. Okay. Well. Yeah, I was a little bit at odds about like having class sets and all that, because I don't know, it sounded like it was going to take away from the uniqueness that is the end game up till raids, where like you're spending so much time getting small pieces of gear from various different dungeons and the treasure hunts and all that to like make the best in slot system, and then like you join raids and it's just like boom, you have a class set, go for that. But it makes sense after fighting the first couple bosses, because they're just like, they're so tough. Like, I have not been able to progress very much. It's just like, I don't know. It's set up where you can't just out gear. You actually have to like learn the fights, and I'm terrible at that. I'm such a meathead. So I haven't made a whole lot of progression. The Silver Crux is dropping here very easily. You don't even need the buff to get a bunch of them, but we're getting more planar shards and just the other small gear. Another thing that's just amazing is the loot distribution. So I can just take this skill book and it'll tell me if the guys in my raid have this skill or not. And same with gear. Like I could just put in a piece of gear and then I can look at what they're already equipped with. So it's, oh man, it's just so much better than it was before, where you're just having to click on every person and like going through their gear, and then you have to do it with 15 characters. It's nuts. I guess we'll try an arena. I haven't made it. I think I only made a few waves in here. Yeah, Vessel was a bit of a wall for me. Like I said, I'm a little pig-headed. And like, I was just like, oh, there's ads. Let's just ignore them and DPS the boss. Not realizing their ads heal the boss very quickly. I really like that dungeon. Especially, I wasn't a big fan of the garden. Because it just takes so long to get through on your first couple of playthroughs. Yeah, the garden, like I feel like I spent days on that, and then like finishing the garden, unlocking the jaws, like okay, this is the last area, maybe this won't be as bad, and it was like, oh, it's just a straightforward dungeon, it's easy, and it was, oh, I was so happy. Plus, it's like aesthetically, it's just like it's really cool, the lighting and everything. So I have a very clicky keyboard, so I'm here just pounding away on keys. This is one thing I hope gets fixed sooner than later is. And maybe it got fixed today, I don't know, but you gotta like redo this every time, which is like the healing percentage of when you get healed. But it doesn't persist through when you log out. Yeah, like I'm just getting nuts gear. I don't even have anywhere to put all this. I mean, it's possibly overgeared. Jaws is also like it's a void resist check, and not everybody knows that because up until that point you really don't have to stack resists very well. So if you went in there with a lot more void resist than normal, you do very well. Especially that second boss. That's like around the big pit. That guy just sucks. And these guys hurt. I don't know if they do AoE damage, but I just like to separate them and burn one of them down. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know, like modern day RPGs, it's like, oh, just hit the cap and you're good. The old ones where you really had to like, you couldn't just max out resist on everything at once. Like you kind of had to do some give and take. I'm just incredibly lazy when it comes to gearing. Just like, what's the best stuff? All right, I'll go after that and throw it on and see what happens. Stuff. Alright, I haven't killed this bear, so I'll see what happens. Opus. Yeah, I love that kind of progression, that horizontal progression where it's just like, just a few tweaks here and there, just goes such a long ways. Actually, funny story about this with the raiding is that like, I went into the raids and like, I was doing okay, wasn't doing too crazy, and then I realized like, I never like bothered optimizing the proficiencies of all my dudes. So I went and I did that, and like everybody's DPS just doubled. It was just like, oh, I'm an idiot because I haven't like fixed everybody's gear. Why is this? Why? I gotta watch out for these guys. They are equipping dumb things. All right. Let's make sure auras are good. Sorry, I just... OCD. Yeah, it was embarrassing more than anything. It's just like, oh, that does do something. Oh, this guy hurts. Just spam self heals and maybe that'll solve it. That. DPS down, DPS down. We're not gonna make it. It just does so much AoE damage. You gotta like, but the melees are gonna be close. Even if I like keep everybody far away, the melees are gonna get. But the melees haven't been like. It was all the casters that were dying. Yeah, this guy's nuts. I haven't been able to beat him yet. He's only a tier 2 boss. If you don't know, like the raids are set up as like 3 different tiers. The first tier is the trash, and then like the first level boss, and then like you basically need the gear from each tier to even like have a good go at the next tiers, which is kind of where I'm getting stuck. What was I gonna do? One of these. Let's grab 4. I will drop music volume like 30%. Yeah, let me know if there's anything that's a little too loud or a little too soft. I also have my AC just blasting, so it's kind of using the music to hide the static sound of that. Maybe we'll just have everybody stay put, like, right here. I'll try to just, like, get it so they're, on the edge. I mean, the amount of controls you have with this it's daunting. So I'm telling Group 2 that their assigned target is this guy over here, not the one that I'm targeting. And I'm telling Group 3 to assist Group 2 in whatever their endeavors are. And then on top of that, there's these burn buttons up here that say, like, that just tell all your DPS what to target at any given time. Like, okay, stop attacking whatever your assigned groups is. This is, you know, threat 1 right here. It's assisting the groups. So this is Group 3 on the bottom, and I can tell it to assist Group 1, which is the group that I'm in, or assist Group 2, which is the second group. And I can, like, you can kind of compound. Guys, why are we not killing this thing? So it compounds by saying, like, okay, I want Group 2 to grab all new ads. And then I want Group 3 to assist Group 1 or Group 2, so that way we can have kind of 3 different things happening at once, and then we can switch between who's helping where. It's, like I said, it's way too much for my pea-brain, and especially because there's, like, I'll show you one of the fights that I can do. There's a fight that I can actually do, where you have to have 2 tanks, and they both have to be attacking 2 different bosses at the same time. And then your third group needs to be killing ads in between them. And if they don't kill the ads, then everybody takes damage. And it's like, it's a little bit of micromanaging. Actually, it's a lot of micromanaging compared to the game up thus far, but oh, it's fun. Alright, let's die to this guy again. I'm trying to pull him to, like, the edge, maybe? Get everybody to engage, but maybe not be right on the face of them. Jesus. They don't get fully healed from that one hit. Yeah, they just do not survive the second hit. I got 4 healers, which I think is excessive. Just me and the tank left. It's ridiculous, and like, I don't know. It's so much AoE, that's the problem. Alright, let's try the opposite, I guess. Like, so we can change the spread, how much everybody spreads out or not. Maybe everybody's just got to be on top of them. Let's try that. I have no idea. Probably. Let's see. Hits. Massive pause into the ground. Opus took damage. Takes. It just. It doesn't say what type of damage. I think there is another. God, I haven't worn this thing in forever. I don't think I even have it. It's on a different alt. There's another aura that just gives you a ton, like 100 AC, which is pretty good. I don't know. Maybe we'll just all try to stack everybody underneath him. I can move him, but I don't know where to move him to. Like, because everybody's on his AoE just seems so big that it just seems like if I try to, like, you know, get him to the edge where the casters, they're still getting hit. Let's try just pulling him into the middle of the raid. That always works, right? Oh my god. Seems like people are taking less damage. Maybe that's it. Maybe he does more damage. No, it still hurts. But we're keeping up. Like a DPS is fine. It's just. It's always the healer's fault. It is always the healer's fault. That is the key in any MMO scenario. Possible he could be cleaving too. I really can't tell. There's no like extra. Some of these bosses are like there's an extra like there's yeah, it was kind of hinted at that like you want to make an extra chat and have game and battle events and zone-wide events like only that active, and that'll like give you kind of clues to what's going on. And most of the bosses have been having those, but this guy doesn't have that. It just seems like it's just a healer check. We'll do one more attempt. Not quite getting one shot. Everybody's getting two shot, but it's like, I mean, it's like a 6 second in between your hits, so the key healers can't get everybody back up. I mean, it just seems like a healing check, but then again, what isn't a healing check? I got one more of these, God, somewhere in here. Yeah, I got one more. Position of the ranges at the edges. And tank in the middle. That's what I tried last time. I'll try that again. The problem is, like, I got a bunch of melee, you know? They're gonna be up in his butt anyways. I don't know, we'll try it. Keep spread wide. So we'll do like a wide spread, and then I'm going to tell everybody to stand their ground. And then I'll try to move him into the middle, and maybe everybody will spread out, hopefully enough. Yeah, this is my first and main character. I mean, it's also possible that, like, this is just a DPS check. Like, you're just supposed to just kill him before he kills you. Right. So everybody spread out. Nope, nobody's moving. Maybe I gotta keep moving. I'll just run him in circles. Maybe he can't... Maybe if he can't catch me... No, he's still doing the AoE. I'm gonna keep up the tactic, though. It is not... Our situation is not improved. In fact, it's probably getting worse because everybody has to reposition, they can't cast. against the wall. Yeah, he's probably doing the most physical damage. I don't know. It's interesting that doesn't tell you. Target DPS is 16,000. Max hit 9,000. Good lord. Alright. Let's come back to this guy in 2 months. Alright. Let's do this one. I can do a couple things in here. Couple meaning one. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's a matter of like staying out of the AOE. I think it's just a heal and DPS check, and which is surprising because I got 4 healers, which I think is like I think the average is 3. I'm running 2 tanks, and I could probably get away with only 1 tank on that fight, but I mean I don't know if just 1 extra healer would really solve that. Maybe an extra, like, just kitted out DPS. Who knows? Like I said, I'm pretty much a meathead, so I don't think of things. Hey, it's fine. Yeah, I think when I was running him around the arena, like everybody had to like move to keep up, so it was screwing up their casts, which just killed us faster. So I don't think that was the play. That was probably the worst play. I just love that I can just deal with my inventory and bank and not have to focus on the game. Let me check my. So this channel is a guide channel, and eventually I'm gonna do some like getting into raiding guides. I've been really slow about it and not been too keen on like jumping into it, but I started making some notes. There was God, this document is huge. So yeah, I have written down that at least 2,500 AC on 1 tank to start really like killing trash without feeling like every fight is just insane. So that's not too hard to get. You're pretty close. Resist you really don't need for the tanks. This area is definitely resists like help a lot. But the other 3 you can kind of get away with not really having to worry about resists. But yeah, I would say 2,500 AC is like where you really want to start at. Health, health. So there's been, I don't know, there's a lot of discussion on the Discord when it comes to like AC versus HP, and kind of what it comes down to is that defense AC is just wildly more important than health. So like for my proficiencies, I just dumped everything into defense, and yeah, just went from there. And like that's feels like it's come a long way. I think there was some when the raids dropped, there was some balances done to Jaws. I don't know how much. I didn't test it, but he said there was. He eased it up a little bit. Yeah, once you get to the point where you're farming Jaws and like if you can clear Jaws and do Fallen Fernala with relative ease, Like, it might take a while, but if you can clear it without wiping every time, like, you can probably just jump into the woods. That's cool, man. Like, take your time. Like, there's absolutely there's no race on this stuff, and you can really, with the way that the gear works, where like you're gonna be getting extra sets, and like there's no level requirements, or there's no stat requirements to equip anything. That like your follow-up characters are always gonna be way stronger than your initial character, and to that point, like it's gonna feel more grind happy because you're not gonna be making constant like small upgrades along the way. So yeah, enjoy the trip, I would say. Like don't feel like you gotta rush into anything. Just enjoy it. That's kind of why I've been not looking up too many guides on these raid bosses and just trying to feel them out for a little bit, and then when my dumb brain can't handle it, then I'll look it up. Yeah, the statue is absolutely a tank check. I think he's one of the hardest hitting mobs pre-raids. Like, I remember really struggling with him. I had to get, I don't know what the breakpoint was eventually, but I eventually had to just farm tank gear and admit to myself that I will be doing no damage as a tank and just stack all AC. Yeah, he's tough. He has some good drops too. Alright, this is that fight I was talking about. This one I can do. Hooray. Hooray for our team. So this one, the big trick is that there's two bosses, and when you engage them, like, you can engage just one and it's fine, but they basically need to be killed together. So we're gonna have group 2 do Inferno, and group 1 is gonna do Frost, and they're gonna shoot these little, like, these attackable like balls at each other, and if the ball makes it all the way across the court, then everybody takes a ton of damage. So we're going to be kind of focusing on this, and everybody's going to be kind of killing everything around the same pace, but as soon as these balls happen, we're going to burn them. Yeah, so now there's a frost ball. I click the burn, so everybody, all the DPS stops what they're doing and mainly focuses on that, because we cannot let that go reach the other side. It took me way too long to figure out that you have to like kill them at the same time. Plus, like, it just took a while to gear out two tanks. It's like, I mean, I'm main tank, main raid tank, so like I get all the cool stuff, but like, I mean, my secondary tank is only at 4,300 AC, where I'm at 55. Like, it's been really hard to catch him up. Okay, so we're killing Inferno like way too quickly, because I think that he does extra damage like the further away their health bars are from each other. So I'm telling everybody to burn Frost. Alright, we're just gonna kill Frost and then take care of this energy. Alright, now we just gotta finish the last one. Yeah, Silver Cruxes are just insanely easy to get. I don't know how they feel like they drop in the rest of the game, but in the raid that I was doing with the arena, that's Vithios, like just killing all the trash around the arena, one loop, you get like 12 to 15 silver cruxes. It's insane. And then I know he increased the drop chance of the rest of them. Just got a few pieces of gear, but I think we have all of these. Let me check my storm colors. So is this better than Arc? Probably gonna be close. I mean, it's gonna be. It's gonna be after we tear it up. Yeah, loot's. I mean, I give so much credit for the game being as well balanced as it is, because my God, and he's adding more classes. Like, what's wrong with Brian? Like, it just seems like even more you got to deal with. And I mean, it makes sense why like we don't have levels up to like 50 or 60 or 100, because like up to 35, that's a spectacle just in and of itself to handle. This is like the second tier of trash mobs in this area, and you can just see like they're just doing so much more damage. I can get to the next boss. I can't kill the next boss. I'll give a couple of attempts on him. Yeah, you can. Whoa, what is this? I haven't seen this before. Int, wisdom, charisma, no buff, low armor, a little bit of endurance. So I think that's a healer cloak. So what are my healers wearing? That thing's pretty good. Let's give it the main healer. Also, the treasure hunt maps are a lot more common too. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm very biased. I want like a bard and support class, but that's because I'm a weirdo and I usually play bards in games. Because I'm a musician in real life. And I don't know, like, I can't even think of like what archetypes aren't really being hit. Like the Reaver, I mean, it's your Void Knight, but even like a Void Knight is not a typical, it's not a typical archetype that you'd think would be like early on. So I don't know what he's got planned. I don't think it needs any more melee classes. I think there needs to be something else for range that, but Stormcaller, like, yeah, definitely like some sort of healer. Like if there was some sort of, like damage-based healer, that'd be kind of cool. In the MMO Rift, which is just, I don't know, if you remember it, then you're an OG, but like, there was a subclass for a mage that was called the Chloromancer, which is just the funniest name of a subclass. And it was like all plant life and stuff, but like the whole thing was that you're doing damage, and like a lot of your damage was healing, and like you could main heal as that. It was very interesting. I always love that concept, but like, I don't know, with enough like heavy MMOs, you know, those kind of like niche characters always get sidelined for just like, well, priest is better at healing, so we're gonna go with the priest, or warrior's better at tanking, so we're gonna go with the warrior. Obviously it doesn't matter in this, because you can do whatever you want, but it's always gonna be like preferential. Oh, you can make your Arcanist healers with arms? That's cool. I haven't played Arcanist at all. I don't usually do DPS. sort of like what's the variation of priest in WoW where you're doing the shields? You're doing like all preventive damage. I don't know, it never made any sense to me. Sure, yeah. Arcanists are insane. Like, as soon as they were the first class that were breaking 10k DPS. As soon as I like got them some okay pieces, like they're just nuts. Some spooky, scary skeletons right here. Yeah, I mean that's not necessarily a bad idea. I don't even know what gear sets those would be. And they may not, right now they may not be on par with clearing rate. I don't know. Yeah. I know like, there's like a handful of people who are just like stubbornly forcing themselves to be like paladin healers. Which paladin healers aren't bad. It's just you don't have a whole lot of access to like group utility and group heals, so it's it's an uphill battle. It's not quite balanced for it to be too smooth yet. Yeah, sure, man. Wonder how long we got left on our buff. Might need to feed the orb. Yep, gotta feed the orb. I guess it doesn't really matter because we're about to fight a boss. Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't put any of these in my bank, and we got 41 silver cruxes for not, like, really farming all that much. It's just nuts. But you need them. Because every class has like a full set of gear that you gotta twink out, and just constantly doing upgrades. So I'm glad they're more accessible. I don't need these anymore. I haven't figured out what these are for yet. They've been dropping. Rarely captured, not useful on its own. It's a bit of essence in the world, which its holder walked, can be left behind by all animated things. Don't know what that means. I'm too dumb. Hold on to this guy. Alright, let's go die. Let's go die to a dragon. Pull. If you pull, you lose 50 DKP. Yeah, one must always die to a dragon before one must make kill the dragon. One thing that's cool is like the way these battle reses work. Like you get XP, from killing mobs, and you fill up this raid XP bar, and that actually gives you up to 3 battle reses that you can use at any time on anybody. So you can kind of like farm the trash to get a bunch of attempts, but like you can't abuse it in any way. Either spending the time to farm them, and now we got 3, which I'm gonna be way too scared to use. trick. We're gonna box the portals out of here, so we create a teleport. So when we die, we can just run back right in. Alright, Warder of Ice. Problem I have with him is that you do a little bit of damage, he does big AoE, and then he spawns an Ice Elemental at like 75%, and that Ice Elemental just destroys everybody. So we'll have Group 2 get the Ice Elemental. Actually, why don't we do Group 1, or Group 2 is going to attack the boss, and I'm going to be responsible for tanking the Ice Elemental. I didn't try that. So let's give that a whirl. Nice, you gotta aim them away from the group. Terrible timing. Alright. Waiting for an ad. Keeping up without that. There's the guy. Get over here. Maybe I just gotta keep him away. Got one healer dead. The group's dead. Everybody down. Half of everybody's dead. Everyone's dying. I just don't know what to do. Like, Ice Elemental comes out and he just takes so much damage. If I gotta like run him out of the area. Hey, Red Skull. Nice. Level 17 is legit. Like, it's as slow as the leveling process is early on in the game. It's level 17 is respectable, and there's plenty to do. Like, just keep exploring the zones, and you'll keep finding dungeons. So there's probably several different areas you could go to do some XP. We're fighting a dragon. This dragon is just destroying us, and I don't know what to do about it. So we're just gonna keep throwing our head against the wall until we figure something out. Mana charge. Is that like, you mean the group AoE, or like the group mana recovery? We got the elemental on us. It's just like, let's hide. Let's just hide with him. Maybe that'll help. There's a couple incidentals where we're kind of okay. Let's try burning him. We're not okay. I lied. And there's another one. Oh man. Okay, so it's. Oh. Oh, what did he do here? Like take him to this fire or something? Ice Elemental. Die to the fire. So there's an aura with I like how I'm still alive somehow. I'll show you the aura once I eventually die. Wow, how am I still alive? Like, how are we in this fight? The elemental just not attack if you don't like target them? Is that the trick? You just ignore them? Nope, here they go. I don't know what to do. Where is it? It's this guy. Sage's Trinket. That's probably what you're thinking of. That's group mana regen. It's an aura. I believe it drops off its Rockshade Hold, and it's like the boss that's in the volcano. This thing, like, I still run it on one in each group just because, I mean, mana is DPS. Everybody has to have as much mana as possible. Yeah, the auction house is awesome, and especially like once you learn how to like sell on it, you can make a lot of money. I actually have a video on this channel. If you feel like checking out about the auction house and how to like turn profits, and you can. There's a merchant that's near an auction house that you can buy and just resell on the auction house for higher, and you can kind of just create infinite money that way, or as far as much as you want. It's definitely a good place to get upgrades. One thing I would suggest is let me just. It's gonna break my raid if I leave. In Fairy Break, the zone that's in between Port Azur and the Hidden Hills. It's the green one with all the fairies. There's like a stone circle with these like big stone golems. I forget what they're called. I think they're ancient stone golems. Those guys drop really good tank gear, and like that will carry you until like late 20s for your tank. So I suggest like farming those guys up. Their drop rate's kind of low, and like it's a full set, so you're gonna get doubles of everything. But yeah, I mean it's like really good mid-game tank gear. I'm gonna make a video on it sometime. All right, dragon. Tell me your secrets. Tell me how to kill. Okay, so he spawns more ice elementals at different variables. So we have to deal with the ice elementals first. So I'm gonna focus that, and everybody else is gonna kill ads. And maybe when the ice elemental comes, we'll burn the elemental, and I'll run the boss away. Yeah, that's something else. Not that many variations to try. What's that, Cox? Alright, ice elementals up. Everybody burn the ice element. I'm gonna run this dragon around like an idiot. And everybody's dead. Man, that thing is strong. I think I have to tank it. I don't think Blanche can take it. Yeah, it's called like the ancient stone. I might have some pieces of it. Yeah, so this is what it's called, the Ancient Guardian set. And like, what's funny about it is it has like almost no stats on it, but it just has a ton of armor. So your tank won't do any damage, but like he'll have a ton of armor. And like I said, that'll carry for a long time. Hawks, I think this is what you're thinking of. Where is it? Right here. It's called Sage's Trinket. I think this is what you're talking about. It's an aura that gives the whole party mana regen. It drops off Rockshade Hold, the dude in the volcano, whatever his name is. It's probably Volcano Man. Alright. So we're gonna have Blanche tank the stupid dragon. I'm gonna take the ads. Ad just flatlined him immediately. Sign. Me. Everybody go. Okay. I guess I don't know what you're talking about then. It's just like, is it group mana or is it just like personal mana regen? Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't played. I haven't played much Windblade, but I do remember that like their class was just always on a mana and their DPS would go down. All right, Ice Elemental's on me. Everybody burn the Ice Elemental. Get off the main thing. Half the group's dead. I might just not be ready for this. Party might not. Jeepers. Really stacking? I don't know how to read this. Make it. I mean, I can take 2 or 3 of them on me. Why can't everybody else? So the maps, you're talking these treasure hunter maps, these guys. So these do scale, kinda. They scale between, I want to say level 10 to 19, 20 to 29, and then 30 to 35. Generally, you don't want to use them until you're level 30. I'm gonna do a video on this, but like, I don't know. Apparently, that the drop rate of them has increased a good bit, so they might be worth doing now. But like, before the raid patch, these things, the only way to get them consistently was to basically just AFK farm fishing, and you'd hoard the hell out of them until you got to level 30, and then when you're level 30, you pop an elixir level 4, which gives you double XP, and you just grind them, and you can get like, you can go from like 30 to 35 in like probably an hour, maybe 2 hours doing that. And you make enough money back that these elixirs are worth using. So that's usually the way that people farm from 30 to 35 is you just go through these. Plus, there's a lot of like really good drops in them. Yeah, just leave them alone. Same with the silver cruxes. Like, you can't even use them because you have to go to the flame wall, which late game you can get one in your reliquary, but like before you get this, you have to go through a huge dungeon that's level 30 just to get to the wall, just to use the silver cruxes to level up. So yeah, silver cruxes and treasure maps just throw in your inventory or your bank. Same with the stone shards. Like, you'll need all this stuff way down the road. The elixirs, I don't know, use them as you get them. I'll use one right now. All right, what are we doing? Failed at the dragon. Let's go to the green one. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done the treasure maps. I think you can separate them, but I think it also depends on the pack makeup. Generally, it was, or at least when I was doing it, like, just the entire group was aggroing at the same time, and it was very difficult initially until you get a few upgrades. Alright, this guy I can kill. This guy's easy. Say that as he's destroying me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can separate them in some way or fashion. I usually just Leroy Jenkins my way through everything. Sometimes it works. Usually it doesn't. Especially in raids. Yeah, there's a little bit of faction stuff going on in this game, but not a lot. Maybe it's something he'll expand. Kind of doubt it, but it was interesting seeing, like, when I first got started, like, oh, I killed this thing and I got faction reputation. That's fun. Faction grinding is always a blast. I don't know. I think the only faction that like actually matters is the Port Azur versus River Steep. Easy peasy. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and there's mining too, but there really isn't. Like, there's like 3 different mining picks, and they have different mining powers. But I was looking at, I was reading the Discord the other day, and I think somebody asked if there's a difference between the mining powers, and Brian's like, yeah, not really. So it's not quite expanded upon very much. Same with the fishing. Like, I think there's only one fishing pole, and like you get the same rates. What's interesting about the fishing, though, you may not know, is that the zone in that you fish has different drop rates. So if you're fishing in Port Azur, you're gonna be getting like a bunch of junk, like worn boots and stuff, but which will turn the auto fish off once you get full on your inventory. But there's other zones that don't drop that, and you can basically just fish indefinitely. Your inventory will never fill up. And the different zones have different drop rates for the fishes, and there was one zone that had a chance to get silver cruxes from fishing, and back before this patch, when silver cruxes became a lot more popular, or a lot more available, that's how people were AFK farming them. You just fish and leave the game running forever. Oop, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Is the inert runes useless? Absolutely not. You do not throw those away. Those are what become the raid stones, the raid waypoints. Not waypoints, the portals. You have to activate them. Yeah, so the bank space, I was at 40 hours into this game before I realized there was more than one bank tab. Because at that time, like, these tabs weren't there, and there was just, like, the arrows. And I just, like I said, I'm an idiot. And I just, like, oh, that's cool, you get a shared bank tab. And it's kind of like Diablo 2, where it's, you know, a fairly small bank. So I was making mules and all that stuff. And like eventually just one day, like I just like, I wonder what this button does. What? There's 99 tabs? Oh, I'm dumb. What game is this? This is Aaron Shore. So Aaron Shore is a single player MMO. All these, I'm in a raid with 14 simulated players. And it plays very much like old school EverQuest, old school RuneScape to some degree. Like it's a big throwback to the MMOs of the yesteryear. It is sick. There's a demo on Steam. It goes on sale every now and then. I forget what it's technically still in early access. I think it's around $30 normally. I haven't checked in a while. But yeah, there's a demo on Steam, and it's like the entire tutorial island, so you can like kind of wet your whistle on it, see if you want to buy it. But I really enjoy it. I'm like 250 hours into this thing, and I haven't even finished it. Well, check out the demo, and it goes on sale every once in a while. There's the Steam sale that oh, that's very nice if you're offering to buy it for them. That's really nice. Drink diet soda. Big Burnout Revenge for PS2. Steam has a friend code? So Red Skull, I kind of didn't either. I played EverQuest 2 when it came out. That was in like 2004-ish, I think. But I never got too terribly far. I do remember playing a couple. I did raid like twice, and there's no way I was max level for it. I think they just let me in because I was young and dumb and sad. And I remember like it was my first time doing anything with DKP, which DKP is it was an imaginary point system that that guilds would come up with that, like, basically if you show up for a raid, you get some DKP. If you stick around and help kill a boss, you get some points, and then you can use these points to roll on gear. And like, I remember something dropped, and like they put up a silent bid for it, and like I rolled for it, and whatever I rolled like 6 times higher than what anybody else ran. So they're like, hey, we're gonna give this to you, but it's only gonna cost you half because you're the only one that rolled for it, and also like it's not worth what you're rolling. So I will say, like, the thing about the old school MMOs is like they're heavy nostalgia, obviously, but like there's a lot of modern conveniences that bridge the gap. Even this game, there's some stuff that's like pretty tough for early onboarding. which is kind of why I made this channel to help with a lot of that. I haven't done a whole heck of a lot of videos yet, but we're getting there. The big one was the so I have a 3-part series on how to unlock these raids that I'm in right now. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, follow those guides. They are very fast-paced because there's a million steps, but pretty fun. Dude, I played RuneScape in elementary school. I don't, maybe it was it elementary school? It was early. It was, God, I still have an account on main RuneScape I made in 2002, and I don't play it at all, but it's there just to show off. Oh shit, we're gonna die. Maybe not. Hey. See, this is my issue, is that not getting a whole lot of like variation in gear from these early bosses, so I really can't like just fist our way through this thing. Yeah, appreciate that, Red Skull. Yeah, you really don't need to get into the raid unlock until like you're max level and ready to really start hitting it hard. Because even in the guide, like I tell you right away that like this is not, you can start a lot of the steps before max level even, but you're gonna hit a brick wall pretty quickly going through the guide. It's meant for pretty much if you're ready to start raid. But I appreciate you watching. Very much enjoy making them, and the raid guide series was extremely rushed because like I was planning on doing it anyways, and like I thought I had until like the end of this month before raids came out, and then Brian announced that they were going to come out in 1 week. It's like, oh great, I got an hour and a half of content I gotta make that each video takes roughly, I don't know. Those videos probably took about 6 hours a piece, 8 hours a piece or so to make. Just recording and editing, and I am not very good at video editing, so whatever. But good experience. And they're done, so I never have to worry about them again. I really just made them for me so I could remind myself how to unlock raids in the future. have absolutely no idea how to kill this boss. Like, he just bodies me. Like, I don't think I'm even getting to the attack. So, daring to learn the meaning of doom. Not sure what happened to Darien. This one just boggles my mind. Darien attacks Jinx for a bunch of damage. I don't know. Jinx performs a spectral strike. Yeah. Max hit was 9,99999, 9 million, almost 10 million damage. Something is not going right. One more shot. Problem is, he just like hits so hard, I don't even think I can get to the mechanic. I think I played Deep Rock Galactic like when it first came out, but I know it was kind of crazy. Do you want to see how big they are? There we go. Now we're cooking. Oh god, this thing is really hard to move. Yeah, like these zones are huge. Look at the size of that tree. It's enormous. Oh yeah, definitely. You can make a huge zone, and but you gotta fill it with interesting stuff to do. All right, so maybe Jinx needs to just be away from everybody. Increase everybody's spread too. I don't know. Daring know the meaning of doom. I'm dead. God, we just cannot kill this guy. Just does so much damage. I'm gonna spam my own heals. Alright, we killed the buddy. Does that mean that it's easier now? Nope. Not burning 2 battle reses on myself. I don't know. do it different. Let's see it. That was an awesome thing you did, Ox. Yeah, and I've seen complaints where like people are like, oh, it's done in Unity, and you can there's some assets that he used off the Unity store. It's like, okay, the assets don't make the game, and they don't make the game good. Like, you have to like use some like store-bought assets to get something off the ground to like begin to try. Then whatever, man. Like, as long as you're like continually trying to upgrade and make it your own thing, like. This game did not come off of the Unity store, so I don't know. I don't get that argument. He's a one-man show. It's absolutely like I think as long as you're not using AI to make games, like people will forgive you for having to, you know, do some stuff, do whatever what you got to do. Yeah, the fact he's a single developer. And then he still spends like 10 hours a day on Discord somehow, like answering questions and talking to the community. It's nuts. Like, how do you have time to like play through and balance your game, man? You're so active and so involved. Yeah, I mean, all credit to him. Like, I'm glad he is, you know, enjoying the fruits of his labor and was able to go full time with it. I think that was, he announced that this year, that he was able to actually quit his day job and focus 100% on this game. Maybe it was last year, but that's awesome. That's like, that's earning it. And it's a great game, so I'm glad to be some small part of it. Yeah, definitely. It's and maybe I don't play enough like indie games to like notice when you see people use similar stuff, but again, like that's one small aspect of what actually makes a game, and like there's so much that goes into the gameplay and like you said, how it's coded and how it runs. The game runs fantastically, and like it looks great for as simple of a game that it is. Like, even this... Okay, let's kill this guy, then I'll show off this room. Yeah. Okay, let's do that now. So, like, these tiles are reflective. Let's kill this guy and shut him up. But it's not a static design. Like, they're actually glinting and moving. Like, that's legit. That's not just a 2D texture. It's awesome. It's beautiful. And the fact that it's just a big, giant box room, just, like, for me, that makes it even better. Whoa, that's crazy. But, like, the fact that it, like, looks pretty sweet, and then it's just, like, 1996 era room design. Just, that's the little cherry on top. let's fly around this place. I haven't done this yet. I think we'll be fine. Group probably won't die. I mean, this zone is just sick looking. Oh, these controls are so bad. Any crucial there? Anyway, straight to Braxonia. Have you done Braxonia yet? Gotcha. Like Fallen Braxonia, I think is the best dungeon, kind of for that that era. It'll gear you like pretty much everybody till so you can do the last two, Garden and Jaws. Abyssal Lake, I think you can pretty much skip. You just need to get the Night Hollow Wick from Dark Warden Awaxa, I believe, which is like the first boss if you run in from the Ripper's Keep entrance. Oh yeah, that one. I think I ran that dungeon once. I'm pretty sure there's nothing mission critical in there. I think the last boss, I remember the last boss is a lot more difficult than anything else in there. And I feel like she drops like a really good ring, I want to say. Other than that, like, there's nothing mission critical in there. Last I heard, you can go up to 6 times the price. So if it's 10,000, you can sell it for 60,000. I usually mark it down like a couple pennies, and it seems to move a little faster. But that could also just be, you know, psychosis, general psychosis. Yeah, you too, Red Skull. Thanks for hanging out. I don't really stream streams, so it's just kind of an impromptu thing. Yeah, like I said, do the Ancient Stone Guardians and Fairy Break for your tank set. That's some good stuff. That'll carry your tank until like level 30. We gotta deal with Scimitar. So much junk. Dude, I can't watch Twitch anymore, and I haven't been able to watch Twitch in forever, because, I mean, even if you have Prime, even if you have ad block, like, it's just ads all the time. And maybe it is on YouTube, too. I don't know, I use YouTube Premium, and, like, I don't really get any ads, so, I don't know, like, Twitch is just, it's not what it was years ago, and, like, I don't enjoy watching anything on there, because it's constantly just going to ad breaks. Huh. Maybe I just haven't updated my ad block in a while, or I don't know. But I don't know. Don't do much with the streaming scenes anymore. Everybody just kind of became the same person, it felt like. It was always like, you either had like the people who are hardcore into one game, or the people who just played a little bit of everything, and like you're watching more for the personality. And I mean, to each his own. No script. Haven't heard of that. Is it an add-on, or is it like a program? I am not downloading anything, by the way, on stream. But I'll look into it. Okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, this day and age, you gotta do what you gotta do to like get through the internet without just getting blasted by just garbage. It was like somehow the answer of everybody of like, hey, everybody's downloading ad blocks. What do? We'll just run more ads. That'll solve it. I don't know if that was like the best strategy, because then it's just in this eternal arms race against ad block. Yeah, I use Firefox. I don't use Chrome. I have my reasons. They may not be good reasons, but whatever. I'm gonna fill up all these tabs with junk. Honestly, like, I don't disagree about Edge. I actually use Edge for like watching movies, because I don't know, I got a lot of issues with my computer where it's mostly like, because I do a lot of sound stuff, so I have a bunch of external hardware, and sometimes they bug out and I have to reset the stuff, and when I have to reset stuff, Firefox usually bugs out with audio, so if like I was in the middle of a YouTube video, it'll restart the video, whereas if it's an Edge doesn't do that restart. I don't use it for much more than that, but like I think it runs a little bit faster and cleaner than Firefox these days. Nice. I'm forced to use Chrome at work. I don't love it, but whatever. Pull that. Yeah, I agree. Like, everybody's just racing towards the middle when it comes to software. It's always been the case. Every generation of apps and programs all have their arms race, and everybody's adding features and doing stuff, but like eventually it all evens out and everything just becomes the median. God dang it. I gotta reset my audio again. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I always remember, like, when Netflix, like, really took off, and, like, we had that, like, golden age of streaming. And it was before there was Amazon Prime, and before all the, everybody, decided to make their own streaming platforms. That's, like, what the interesting peak of a, of, like, a technology boon feels like. Like, holy cow, there's this company that's throwing everybody, you know, they're making a crisis in the community because their service is so good that everybody's got to up their game to keep up. But in the end, the real answer was that Netflix just needed to get worse and everybody else needed to be just okay as well. I don't remember. Is Firefox made by the same people or some of the same people as like VLC, the video player? I can't remember. I thought there was some overlap there somewhere. Yeah, I could be confusing something. Don't matter, we'll just enjoy air and shore and let the apocalypse happen. Enjoy this music. This music's rad. I think, like, just everybody has to get this necklace. There's been a number of necklaces dropping, but this one is just, like, there's just so much resistance on it. Like, I have a purple one, and it's 30 to all res. And I think, like, everybody is just supposed to have this, because it is just so much resistance. Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. At with the purple, it's 21 to all res and 4 to resonance. There has, like I said, there's been other necklaces dropping that are good for the DPS, but I don't know. I just don't think you can hold a candle to like 15 or to 30 all res on one piece. So I might need to just farm this up and like pretty much just make everyone wear it. Maybe that's the key to some of the some of these elemental bosses. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how spell penetration works. I know that like charisma is a chance to, or like the higher charisma you have, the better chance you have to go past their resists. I don't know how don't know. Yeah, that's my tank that has 700 DPS, my secondary tank. I'd love to kick him, because he wants all my gear, but he can't have it in my gear. I don't remember what I just said. Blanche is my secondary. He's my second tank, so that's why he has 0 DPS. Same with me. I wish I didn't have to have 2 tanks, and I could just have another DPS. But there's been too many instances where I need a second tank in these raids. Well, the beauty about tanking is that all you gotta do is just spam your taunt, and you're basically as good as anybody else. So, I don't know. Like, it's never been a thing for me in the games to, like, I need to have, you know, top DPS and, like, just keep up rotation. Like, I usually play healers in MMOs. I didn't really like playing healer in this game. The NPC healers are just insanely good. And obviously, because they can just frame 0 start casting. But, I don't know. I enjoy the tanking. Yeah, they definitely do. There is a trick I heard where... Let's think. I don't know if we can do it in... I think it's in... If you're in a party, you can bring up, like, the party damage matrix. And if you... And, like, the damage matrix says, like, okay, how much life left of the enemy before your DPS just goes all out. And if you bring your healer's DPS down to, like, 1%, then the healer won't actually spend his mana on doing any DPS, and he'll actually hold on to his mana just so he can heal, you know? What a concept. I mean, my healers have, like, half the DPS as everybody else, so they're obviously doing a lot more than just healing. I don't know. Yeah, 10% would probably be just fine. I never remember to do it. I'm lazy. Fair enough. I haven't beat these guys either. So the problem with these guys is we have to attack them at the same time. They only take damage if they're both taking damage. But they spawn, like, adds that are basically eggs. And then the eggs, like, if you don't kill them in time, spawn adds. And then the adds just wreck everybody. So I think what I want to do is have all healers and DPS. So I'll have one group that's DPS. They're going to get the adds. And then my other tank group is going to be assigned to this guy. Then we're going to be assigned to this guy. I don't know. The problem with I don't know, I never did on rock. I was never that into old school WoW. But the problem is like they themselves don't do that much damage, and like we can kill them just fine. The problem is these ads are going to be spawning so frequently that I think we just have to have an entire group of DPS just dedicated on killing the ads. And this is a setup I haven't tried before, where I put like my best DPS in one area. Actually, let's do everybody ranged in one area too. We'll do it that way, because it's like, I don't know, we'll see. But they spawn, the ads spawn on these like platforms. So I think if I get both bosses in the middle, so we're equal distance from the platforms, that should theoretically help. And then if they're all ranged, they should be able to take care of them pretty easily. I don't know, let's just pull something. Alright, we already fucked up. The other tank has both, and he won't give them up. This is not going well. Alright. Got aggro. Bring the tank here. Yep, see, we got this bear, and this bear is just gonna destroy us. Like, that's not, like, there's no chance for that, so we have to destroy it while he's still in egg form. Nice. Yeah, I think the bear spawns, we should just, like, wipe it or teleport out. Okay. Blanche. Attack Nadir. We are going to attack Zenith. Go. Go. Yep. Now we want to pull them over here. Okay, so we got a constellation, everybody burn it. Switch to the other one. I think we got it. So we'll find out in a second. I am dying. More heals. Okay, we actually did it. We survived a single wave. This is progress. Yeah, like they only take damage if they're both taking damage at the same time. Alright, Constellation 1 dead. Go to Constellation 2. Come on. I think we got it. Oh man, I'm getting bodied. Okay. We got a couple DPS down. Let's get them up. Oh man, why is everybody dead? What is killing them? And we got a bear. God darn it. The giants wave their hand, mixing nearby stars into shapes. Okay, that's just saying that the constellation happened. There's not much in the raids that can be CC'd, and if it can, oh hey, we got a ghost. And if they can be CC'd, then the Arcanist will do that automatically. So do you know about the ghosts? The spooky ghosts? So the ghosts, there's a secret quest that you got to do to get this Watcher's lens, and then you put it in your on a miscellaneous slot in your cosmetic, and it gives you a very small chance that when you enter a zone, you'll see a ghost, and the ghosts drop. They drop like 4 different lures. I think maybe it's 5 lures, and you need all 5 of these lures to do an achievement. There's one achievement that's locked behind all that, and it takes forever to like farm these ghosts and do it. So it's actually have it recorded. I recorded the video footage of doing that quest. I haven't put the video together yet, but it'll probably be the next one that comes out. Alright, so we were actually doing okay. I don't know why people were dying, though. Maybe they were getting cleaved? Yeah, I am not an old school raider. I'm not the guy that threw hours and hours and hours at raid attempts. Alright, we have Constellation up. We're gonna attack that one. That's the other. Back to boss. Maybe I do need one healer in this group. Maybe that's the problem, is they're not getting focus healed because there's not a healer in the group. Constellation's up, let's kill that. Sorry, I'm distracted. I haven't been reading your chat. Constellation up. Come on, kill it. There we go. Got one dead. I mean, we're technically making progress. It's god awful slow. Never mind. Second tank is dead. Fallen Paladin, dude. Yeah, running into your guildies is pretty sick. It's not sick is that when they're spending time in low level areas, you're like, dude, you'd be grinding way better. Alright. Alright, what am I doing? This thing. Benches. So his isn't purple yet. Ah, it's so darn gear. Yeah, I think my Secondary paladin is still under geared. I mean, he's not even at 4,000, or he is at 4,000. He's not even at 5,000 AC. I don't have that many slots that he's not matching. Oh, I never gave him one of those. Let's do that. And what does he got? Oh, I haven't purpled any of his gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh, that's so much money. I suppose we need a tank. Ah, so much gear. That ring should have mana charge? What ring? Ring of Allegiance? It does not have mana charge, has no skills on it. Why do I have +0 ring? Okay, one thing at a time. Okay. This first. Come here, Blanche. You're about to get a whole lot of upgrades. Crux, how many chest pieces? None. Like, dude, you get so many of these cruxes from raids. It's nuts. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to give it to him. So he's going from 4,500 or 4,500. Let's see what he gets to. Upgrade. 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 I'm gonna stop. I mean, yeah, that was about 1,000 AC. Can do a little more. Jeepers. Why not? Let's keep going. 53. He's only 300 under me now. Yeah, they did. I mean, and I know they're more common now, but they're like way more common in raids. There's one raid particular that like you just farm the trash and like doing a 10-minute loop, you get like 15 of them. It's ridiculous. I had to farm them too. Like, it took me forever. I didn't upgrade all that much. I only, like, before raids, I only ever decked out my main group because the planar stones and the silver cruxes were so rare that, like, I don't want to grind that much for, you know, 15 members. I mean, I don't know. They're good to be rare, but at the same time, they're also kind of gatekeeping you from the end game content. So I get why he made them way more so you wouldn't have to like be in a position, sorry, that oh shit, where you felt like you had to grind endlessly just to like unlock the next level, I guess. Yeah, could have been slider. There's also like there's other things too. Like okay, this reliquary. I mean, I don't know if you played before this reliquary. Like you had to carry all of these teleport stones with you, and like I carried a Ripper's Keep teleport with me at all times because it was the quickest zone that was like the closest to a bank, and it wasn't even that close. So like the modern conveniences that we've had in the past few upgrades is just Mike is gone. Test, 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 test. Turning up. Should be a little bit louder. Is that better? Sorry, I bumped the slider. Let's try it up here. That's probably loud. But yeah, the modern conveniences that we've had in the last few patches, especially with this reliquary, about having the box of portals, like, oh my god. Like before, I was carrying this Ripper's Keep teleport with me at all times because it was the closest teleport to a bank, and it was still like a 30-second run from the waypoint. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the reliquary is, and like also the magical bag is insane by having a just you just walk around and you have a free bank, like it's insane. And these are modern conveniences that I think like he realized that we should have in the game because it's like the difficulty of having just bad quality of life isn't a fun difficulty. So I don't know, offer some solutions, and I think that silver crutches are similar. Yeah, it's 1,000,000 or it's 950,000, but it's absolutely worth it because you just bank anywhere. Is huge quality of life. What am I doing? I am standing here with all of these. I guess we'll just upgrade this and give it to my healer. Alright, who's getting 30 all res? Definitely this guy. These purple chests, so you gotta buy these at the same vendor that you get the magical bag, and it's a component of the planar stones to get from or blue sparkles to purple. Like it's what's blocking you from just getting everything to the top tier, and they cost 750,000 a piece. But once you're in raids, you make money a lot easier. You don't upgrade them at the flame wall to get the purple. You upgrade them at the forge. Tank is partially purple, so either I bought them or you can upgrade them in Bractonia. No, it's not a waste. Like they're like I said, they're a lot easier to come by now, so nothing's really a waste. And you need some, especially like your tanks, you need some purple gear to really move forward. Just to make sure everybody's weapons are as high as they can go. That's nice. It's like I don't want to deal with 5 people's gear, let alone 15 people's gear. Why can't they just take care of all of this themselves? Okay, Brock needs 1. Alright, we'll see if this does anything. This is a pretty good amount of DPS upgrade. The ancient coal. No, you don't need the ancient coal for anything to do with item upgrades. I don't remember what you need it for. I think it's just molds, like some of the better molds to make the charms. But you don't need to farm it for really anything. I hope you defeat him. Like I said, when you're ready to like start unlocking the raids, the guide that I made is 3 parts long. It's a step-by-step guide. Alright, so tank's got, or my secondary tank has about 1,000 more AC now, so maybe he's stronger, and maybe he can actually, like, take this fight. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't know. You can turn HP on, but I haven't turned it on. I just have the percentage. I assume about 655 million. I don't know if it's that high. It's probably not that high. Okay, we're doing alright. Let's heal our tanks. Healers. I think we're on pace. I think that's a word. God, I hope there's no enraged timers in these in these boss fights. Blanche is still just getting bodied. He's surviving. Yeah, I know defense actually affects, or like your AC actually affects dodge too. I have no idea how dodge works. I really don't know how much of an effect it really has. Also, Dex like affects your blocking, which I don't know if is something that anyone's ever like really dug into very much. I just don't think that high Dex will ever beat out high defense. At least not right now. Yeah, I think AC is just way more important. We got a snake. Snake. Maybe we can burn the snake. We got too many people dead. 72%. It's not good enough. Yeah, I mean, I hope there's stuff out there that like we haven't figured out as a community. There's some like insane dudes in the community that just test the ever-loving hell out of everything, and it's really awesome. Like they just Just go nuts. I think Martin and I think Jinx is one of them too, I want to say. Letters Words is like one of the main contributors of the wiki. I know he's a big tester. There's some I've wanted to do like a Wind Dancer proc build. I feel like that would be cool to try to spec into like just proc based stuff. No strength, just all dex. And I don't think it'll work, but I think it'd be fun to level. Oh, that probably doesn't help. The healing matrix got messed up again. More dots. If we park one of these guys near each of the spawns, it'll be a little quicker to get down there. But I think we know the key. I think it's just because like you see they're kind of like when one dips a little further than the other, he heals back up to where the other is. So it's definitely just like you have to have even DPS on there to kill them like efficiently. And then also being able to deal with the constellations. So I think having them spread like this is good. I think the next step would be evening out the DPS of the groups. But my God, does that seem like a lot of work? We're actually making progress. We got a few DPS down. That sucks. Good, 69%. That's progression. It's not great progression. I don't know if anybody really. I mean, that's not a bad idea actually. Just stacking them on top of each other, and maybe AOE will be enough. I'll do that next pull. I feel like I have to have them at least like gotta spawn. Because like the spread of where these guys spawn is so far away, I feel like I gotta have one of each boss by where they spawn. I'm gonna try stacking them on top of each other. I feel like they might be cleaving too, but I'm not. I have absolutely no proof of that. I feel like we're getting it. It's just I'm dumb and bad. Okay, so we're gonna pull them and then pull them back to this one. Engage. Here. I gotta run further, but maybe they'll make up for it. Come on, dude, get. Yeah, we missed. Yeah, that's a wipe. I mean, maybe not, but yeah, let's just wipe it. They might get buffed. I feel like the constellations actually spawn faster as the fight goes on. I could be just thinking about it too much, but that might be a hard-coded way to like make sure it's actually a DPS check. Yeah, I don't believe. Do not believe in myself. Alright. Let's try stacking them, but they're going to be in the middle, so the DPS can actually get to them all. I do want to try this, like, having both bosses on top of each other. Oh my god, heal me. I know I'm missing a handful of spells for all the Arcanists. I think Jethro is the only one that's actually has all of the good spells. They don't share HP, but they do. They only take damage when they're both taking like the same damage. I think there's a small window of when you do damage to one that you can do damage to the other, and it'll stay. Because I'm watching the bars. Snake. And like when one goes lower than the other, he heals back up to where the other one was. So it's just they're just shared health pools basically. See, we gotta run such a far distance to get to the other one. Oh my god, tap targeting is a bad idea. I mean, I'm sort of impressed that I'm able to take as much damage as I am, so... Dude, Jethro has been my main Arcanist this entire playthrough, and like... He sucks, but you know, he delivers, so I can't talk too much shit. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I think we gotta keep them split to, Oh, no! Yeah, we're getting swarmed. I feel like we're making progression, though. It was 63%, that's prog. Oh, man. This is only like the second tier of bosses, too. Like, it only gets worse from here. That's what's killing me. Mobs haven't spawned back yet, so I can't get another amulet. Alright, we need the Warhound. That's what we're missing. And buffs. Okay, so we need them spread apart. I want a group with like all DPS to take care of the ads, but I feel like they need a healer to, because otherwise the other healers don't like kind of treat them as last. Maybe, I don't know. think it matters all that much. Have a put Jethro in there. He's a little better DPS. Yeah, I mean cheating is an option. I don't think it's worth it, because you know, when you cheat, you're just cheating yourself, especially in a single player game. But like, I mean, I cheat in single player games. I don't care. Like, if I'm not having fun and like I'm just running, why? God dang it! Screwed up the pull, Blanche. I don't know about 40 hours. Like, I don't know how long I spent gearing up, but I was playing last Christmas era. Like, that was when I was playing through the first time. Obviously raids were very far away at that time. So I was doing more like end game content than like you would normally. Like I was farming Paul and Fernala and Eldroth and all that. Yeah, we got a bear. Bear's a killer. Screwed up the placements. Yeah, I did that the other day. I left a game running for like 10 hours. I actually left it on, and I left OBS recording. I had a 60 gigabyte video file when I came back to my computer. It's like, yeah, let's delete that. Okay, him. Okay. Got the first wave. Tank's parked by one, and I'm parked over here. Let's see if we can keep up. I'm not even like casting any debuffs or anything. I'm just so focused on the UI. This is definitely like the first fight in this bracket that I feel like is actually possible for me, though. Like it's mechanic heavy, but it feels like it's fair. And also giving an extra 1,000 AC to my tank is definitely helping out. Come on, guys, kill it. Alright. Don't worry, I have no idea what's going on either. They have to be damaged together, so you have to have two groups split, and then you have to have a third group that's like on the ball to kill these ads before the ads actually spawn. So that's the key. Alright, 62%. That's progression. we're not in a bad spot. Everybody's alive. God, I would not want to be an actual raid leader. I am... Okay, come on. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, come on. Finish it off. Whew. I think if we even get one ad that's not a bear, I think we can handle it. 50%. Epic music. No, got a healer down. I don't have any battle reses. Oh no, it's falling apart. Keep it going, see what we can do. Pretty much the entire third group is dead. Yeah, I know. It's fine. I don't think we have any DPS left. It's just all like tanks and healers. They can't even kill this one dude. Yeah, that's it. 41% though. Ugh. Alright, let's get some silver cruxes. Yeah. Take a toke for me too. think I need... Oh, I don't know what I need. More damage. It's usually the answer. Need to kill these guys. Because there are some spells for Arcanists that they drop off them. And I don't think my Arcanists have all the spells. Really would like to get Tank a new belt. Ooh. Good. I think I would like a new belt. I am still rocking Sable Hearts at this point. Yeah, I'm changing it up. I remembered that I'm missing some spells for my Arcanist. I think there's 2 different offensive spells that drop in this area. And I know I never fully got them. So, just switching it up for a little bit. Also kind of waiting for the dude that drops the Insane Necklace to respawn. He should be respawning pretty much any time. So I'll do a run through here and then go get another one of those necklaces. I think they're going a long ways. Maybe I also need to stop being lazy and actually get all of my group's gear up to purples. I probably have close to enough planar stones at this point. That might make a considerable difference. Yeah, dude, if you said your tank's around like, what was it, like 2100 AC, 2300 AC, I think you're ready to start like trying the raids. I went in there with maybe 2200, and like it hurts. You have to pull everything one at a time and like do big rests in between groups, but you could definitely start killing and like start with the Saluna raid, which is where the tank stuff drops, which is the one that I was, you know, brick walling at those bosses. And every piece of those you get, the easier it's going to get. I really think gearing out a tank is absolute priority. It's a similar thing. You gotta keep them close, but I think you just have a lot more leeway. Because when I first tried, I just tried attacking only one, and I think they get a damage buff based on how low the other one is compared. But it's very similar thing. Like, gotta tank both of them and kill one than the other, or try to kill them around the same time. But I think it's a lot more forgiving. How come my healer isn't even here? Everybody ran over to the other one. Well, these are like the tier 0 or tier 1 boss, like kind of meant to be like sort of an introductory to the raid. Back to Salunas. I want to get another one of those amulets. Just start tricking everybody out with the amulets because I think they're just kind of too broken. Ports in Port Azura. So those inert rift stones that you have to activate them. And you don't have to activate them all at the same time. You're fine. Probably the easiest one to do is if you have... Let me think. You can. The easiest one to do is this one, which is the Saluna one. So you need to kill Astara, the big blue dragon in Saluna's Landing. It'll drop the heart of Astara. Then you got to kill Ravenger, who's the first paladin in Saluna's Landing, that little castle. And then out back, after you kill him, you give the heart of Astara to the first paladin. That'll give you the inert rune of the Celestial. In order to, it'll give you the inert rune of Saluna. To charge this thing, you have to go back to the tutorial island and activate the teleport. Honestly, if you watch, like, keep plugging my video, but like the raid progress is like all in that thing. No, it's like, I think it's called Ravager, the first paladin. He's in Saluna's Landing, like where you have to kill all those like undead paladins to get the stars, or to get the lost faiths in order to summon Astara. Getting the inert one is easy, but charging it is difficult. You got a couple hard fights. Hit him behind the wall. Here, let's just jump in there. I'm gonna brick my raid, but it's not a big deal. So, in Saluna's Landing, I'll run to him. I'll show you. Also, Journeying Boots, still OP at max level. Okay, so this is the pit that you summon Astara in. In order to summon him, you have to kill these Stardust. The way to kill the Stardust is you go like northeast from this pit towards the mountain. And then along the mountain around northeast, there's a little hidden path. Go into this little hidden path. And there's all these ancient corpses. You kill these ancient corpses. I might not be able to because I'm a tank and just terrible at life. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Okay, so you kill these ancient corpses. They have a chance to drop a thing called Lost Faith. You need 12 of them, I think, or maybe it's 9. You need like around 10 of them to summon Astara. All of the zombie paladin dudes around here can drop it, but inside, yeah, there's Ravel, and here we'll even drag him outside, watch it happen in real time. This is gonna take me forever to kill him. You go around back, and there's like this little graveyard here. When you kill Ravel, an NPC will spawn. legit AoE damage. I don't know why I'm doing AoE damage. This is awesome. He's not that tanky. I'm just not very strong in terms of DPS. Yeah, I probably could have brought a party. Okay, so he's dead. And yeah, so when he dies, there's a freed spirit of Ravel that spawns. And you need to give the heart of Astara to him, and he'll give you the inert rune. Like I said, you still need to activate it. But, it's not that. I mean, it's complex. I'd say it's easy, but it's not, because I got an hour and a half of videos on this channel explaining how to do this whole process, and it's definitively not, like, easy. Yeah, so these Lost Faith drop off these zombie things, and you need 12 of them to spawn the dragon. Star's not too hard. If you've done if you've done what? If you've done Fallen Fernanda, you can definitely do Astara. It's not that hard. Astara is, I mean, it's one boss. It's really, she was peak, like, boss before Jaws, I believe. I believe Jaws is harder than Astara. Especially Vessel and, the second boss. But yeah, basically the entire process is you go in here, you farm, you kill all these guys, you get the Lost Faith. When you get the Lost Faith, you come back out to the crater. You have to give... Why is this on me? You have to gift the Lost Faith to the Stardust. That'll make it attackable. And once you do that and you kill each one of these Stardust, then the boss will spawn. Well, I'm just a stupid tank, so it's all good. My goodness, my damage sucks. It's because my helmet is a fox mask. And it's kind of adorable. It's just a cosmetic override. With it off, it looks like it's pretty legit looking tank helmet. Alright, let's get this set up. 2, 3, 4. Purple style icon in the inventory. Guess I don't know what you mean. Oh, yeah, Radiant Helm. I think it is a reused asset as an earlier helmet. Two. All right, 3. Oh, I can't wear that. Alright, that's good enough now. Just kill the banker. Run? I don't know. That's funny. I mean, like, technically, there's a warring faction between the Port Azur and the Ripper's Keep. It's like, you get a really good necklace either way, depending on who you side with. I don't know whose necklace is better for what. I know that for tank-wise, the Port Saluna's was, or Port Azur, sorry, is better. Well, he's dead. Hopefully he didn't lose too much rep. Actually, do you have any good drops? It'd be funny if you, like, dropped a bunch of money. Hey, new map farming strategy unlocked. Yeah, you're kill on sight at that point. Which, I mean, from like a pure gameplay min-maxing aesthetic, like, it's just way better to side with Port Azur because there's just way more conveniences and quests going on at Port Azur. There's really not much going on at Ripper's Keep, but I mean, technically it's legit either way. You get a good necklace out of it. I mean, it's good they're not. Probably got to do some real bad stuff, kill a lot of them to really get them mad at you. But I definitely killed the captain of Ripper's Keep, and I was attack on sight after that. I have no idea. I don't think so. Oh, shit. Yeah, like I was saying before the reliquary, like, just carrying around a Ripper's Keep teleport stone was just, it was absolutely needed because it was like the closest one to a bank. So I used that one all the time, and like that was my auction house. That was my home basically. I'm sure he'll respawn. That's true. I wonder if that's the secret final raid. You anger Port Azur guards so much that they raid your reliquary and you have to fight them off. It's like the Alliance raiding Olgrimmar. I mean, sure, I don't care. Yeah, I don't either. Let's find out. I mean, I'm not banning. There's no moderators. I'm curious myself. I don't know what you mean by blob. Lake has a blob at the center. I don't know. Throw the blob in there. Oh shoot. Alright, what is this boss? Oh yeah, that's ads. Yeah, he died at the last pull and nobody noticed. We all left him behind. By the way, like, this is just the funniest thing. So the class set for the druids turns them into a wolf. So there's just like all these wolves running around. That's all my druids. It's just so cute. I don't remember if the codex is actually for anything. I think it might all be just lore. I don't think that it actually does anything. Jethro's cooking now. It's just the same gear. Yeah, but you need them. Like, before raids, I wasn't even at 100% on anything. Like, you just need... I don't think you can shift click. I was doing the raid. Yeah, you can definitely shift click in a bank. Does anybody need this necklace yet? Doesn't look like it. I love the auto sack, but I wish it worked for more than just the tab you're on. That is, I wish it could just auto sort into the entire inventory. Yeah, the quick transfer is definitely from this recent raid patch. Auto stack's been around a while. Yeah, the transfer, auto transfer has been around for a while, but it still doesn't like do it through the different tabs. Like, it'd be nice if it, like, you just press it once and it just auto sorts into all your little tabs. Man can dream, though. Alright, I'm gonna do a couple quick upgrades. Then we'll give these guys one last go. Where did those go? Oh, jeez. Couldn't find these two things. Like, where did they go? Alright. Leaf is getting some upgrades. Where's the accessory slot? The green ones? Yeah, no, they got moved. They have their own tab called cosmetics now. So you have 5 of them instead of 3, and you have additional ones for all of your slots. So you don't need just the 3 on the right. It is awesome. I think I'm supposed to be using this tree shield. Way more resists. Ton of endurance. Slight upgrade to armor, but I think everything else... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be using that as a tank. No, they're not removed. They're in this cosmetic slot now. They're on the bottom, the miscellaneous. Yeah, I know. They took them out of the inventory and they moved them into this cosmetic inventory slot next to your equipment and all that. You're all good, man. Alright, just upgrading my healers, and then we'll give another couple attempts on these dudes. Actually, screw the healers, let's get damage. Yeah, I mean, just having those extra slots is freaking awesome. Come on, big bucks, no whammies. Yeah. Alright, let's get 2 more. Solera. Oh, this is the part I don't love tinkering microwing, but fortunately gotta do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give him 6. All right. Yeah, there was another one you could do with a belt that gave an armor buff that lasted 15 minutes. So you just like flick on the belt every 15 minutes and you get like 50 armor or 50 AP. But you remove that because that was kind of broken. All right, we're gonna give this a couple tries. Can't get it. Astra is the hardest. Blight is very difficult as well, but Astra is definitely much harder. Alright. Right here. Here's Zenith. Tanks engage. All attack. As far as like blessing things, I think the only person you really need to worry about on your A team is your tank. You need one tank to be as close to like 24 to 2500 AC to like start killing the raid trash decently. You probably get away with like 22 to 2100 AC, but really like that's the most important thing. If your tank can't take the hits, then you're not going anywhere. I wouldn't worry about upgrading everybody's gear to purple right away. Because as soon as like you get 2 raids and you're starting to like kill things in a decent manner, you're gonna start unlocking class sets that are gonna be way stronger than the purples that you brought into raids. Yeah, like I said, you might need to do a couple of like higher upgrades for oh, come on. How did we die? The main thing is getting your tank as high as AC as possible. Like I said, if you can get them to 2200, 2300, that's gonna be, you're gonna be able to start killing the trash pretty effectively. You won't be able to do like multiple pulls or anything, but just being able to kill one mob at a time, like that, you're gonna make a lot of progression. Yeah, it is progress, 43%. I didn't want to jinx it. It was going well. And then I look over, my secondary tank's dead. I think healers just ran out of mana. I can get them a couple more upgrades, but not a ton. Ooh, alright. I'll give us one more go. God damn it, I hate these fucking trick targets. I cannot, like, consistently tab target. Yeah, I don't understand the trick targets. Like, they're like a high-level Stormcaller spell, but they just seriously get in the way. That's what. What was that? 35%. That's progress. Come on! We can do this. Just can't, like, Okay. We're going to optimize this even further. Scrag, you are going to use decay. Gordo is not using that. Amon needs to use something else. And attack speed, good. Got that. Don't need that. Let's use that. That's good enough. Got that. We got that. All right. Optimizing for these things. Yeah, I know, and that's a tradition. It's getting progress, eventually getting the kill, and then being able to farm them. Like those are the 3 stages. But damn it. Okay, the problem that we had is we had a range group that was taking care of the ads, but they were staying on this side when the ads were not spawned. And when the ads spawned, they would run to the other side, kill that, and by the time they would run back, the ad would spawn. So I need to be diligent on understanding where my DPS group is at and have them attack whatever's closest to them. Yes, that is the plan. Let's do this. Yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm not that upset about it. It's just the way these things go. So many things you gotta pay attention to. Alright, so DPS group is near me, so we need to do the bottom thing first. They're definitely going down faster though. Like our group DPS is much better. Okay, so they're running back, killing that. Now they can run north. And we're good. And now they're coming back south. Okay. I think we have the strat. As long as healers don't run out of mana, should be alright. Go, bottom one first. Good. Running to the right spot. Almost dead. Start running north. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. I think they got it. More dots. Left side. Many whelps. Handle it. Watch the fucking tail. This is good. No mistakes. Let's keep it going. Nope. Almost teleported out. That would have been bad. Bottom first. Then north. Come on, guys. Good. Come on, healers. Keep up. Gordo's going down. Battle resing Gordo. Kill the bottom. Hurry up. Go kill top. Tough is dead. Good. Run this down. And spending it. No, healer's down. Why are people dying? Literal in my group. Ah, shoot, they were already running north. I shouldn't have stopped them. Alright, just don't be a bear. Unless we got it. We might have got it. Ow, wow, I actually did get it. Got him first. And tank's dead. Damn it. 24%. Yeah, there's a bear. Oh, thank you. That is a tough fight. That is a lot of... There might be a better way to automate it, but not one that I can think of. I think it's still... Okay, I'll do one more try. Appreciate it. One more thing I haven't been doing, and that's actually, like, I was just clicking the burn target, which just takes, like, all the DPS just focuses on that one thing, that one burn target. But you can also flick groups towards things, and that might actually speed it up a little bit faster. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Ah, they went north first. Okay, so we're going south first. Yeah, they're definitely very pretty. And it's awesome when you have the entire raid on one enemy and it's just like numbers flying everywhere. I mean, I might be okay not pressing the burn button, and they'd possibly be quick about just taking care of the ones near them, but I'm just too nervous. Yeah, I think that worked. See, people just like start dying once they get to under 50%. I don't know if they're getting cleaved or what. It seems to be the ranged guys are... And it could just be the healers aren't able to keep up. Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, we're gonna have a spawn. Just don't be a bear. Holy shit, we actually got it. Alright, never mind. Falling back. Everybody's dead. That's it. 26%. This is absolutely failing. This is... It's just failing upwards. In the course of 2 hours, we've managed to knock down about 50%. So, I don't know. Alright. I have bricked walled at the second tier. Like this is as far as I've gotten on any of the second tier. I don't know. I'm having a real hard time with. I've only given Jinx a few serious tries, but I do not understand that one yet. What's the other ones? I haven't been able to get very far with the dragons. I've only tried the ice dragon. As soon as the elementals spawn, like, just everybody starts dying. This is definitely, like, the furthest I've gotten with any boss on this tier. Yeah, I've only tried the ice warder. Not quite sure what to do when the elementals start spawning. If I tank them, like, it's okay, but I don't know, just everybody starts dying right away. Gotten to 24% on these guys, which is pretty good. Yeah, just around 20%. I think everybody loses focus. Everybody starts checking their Facebook messages. Ah. Need heals. Yeah, I kind of figure that there's some sort of DPS check to it. I'm just running out of ideas of increasing DPS. Don't let a computer game make a fool on me. Oh man, I make a fool on myself. Alright, we got one more shot. I mean, I'll take a suggestion. I'm not above it. I mean, the fact we got the 24% on this, I think is a good sign. I think it's, I think with proper, min-maxing of party control. Drop a druid for DPS. Yeah, I've been running 4 druids ever since I started because I needed it initially, and now they're so geared out, and I haven't geared anybody else out to replace them. I've been thinking about that for a while. Ever since they got the all their sets, they've been pretty strong. I'll give it one more go. It's just about bedtime anyways. Brock is... he's got... doesn't have quite purples yet, but he's got the Grace and the Obsidian Edge. I am fighting one boss. Thanks, Adam. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Brock is almost completely ascensioned out. I don't know, he is not holding his weight. Split fizz and finesse. On an okay gear. Yeah, he's doing alright now. It was just something bugging out. Yeah. Yeah, I think tomorrow's goal is probably grab another duelist. Duelists are pretty hot now. I don't mind the Reaver's DPS, but the only one I run, he seems to die very quickly. Like in general AE pools. I also haven't been able to kill the bear in in the purple one. Sorry, my brain's fried. It's just like the AoE damage is just too much for everybody to handle. Bear is harder than these. Just alright, fair enough. Got a bear right here. Not so bad. Okay, he's so bad. Yeah, I think so too. It's one thing I've been really lacking on. Not so much lacking on, just being lazy. I did get about half my party back up to purples, so. I mean, I want to get everything to purples. It's just, takes a while. But honestly, once you get this thing, oh my goodness, that is a quality of life. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the game, man. Like, this game is so fun, and I'm just happy that I can do a little bit to shine some light on it. Definitely want to do guides on the raids, but I'm going slow, whether it's on purpose or not. We'll say it's on purpose. Give everybody else a chance. But I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for stopping in and chatting, Bergie. All right, have a good night, guys.